Today's video, we're really going to focus on that single leg power and explosiveness. It's going to build off my last video where we worked on the stability, because today we're going to be bringing in that speed component and that explosive power. This is going to help to increase your overall athletic performance. This video is structured as what I do for my own workout. We're going to be going through the mobility exercises first, then our tendon loading priming exercises, then the explosive exercises, and then the supplementary accessory exercises that I would do. It's going to be a complete workout. You can do them in the exact order. The description will have the Google Doc where you can download and save the workout for later and future reference. We're basically just going to kind of go through what a real workout day would look like for working on single leg, explosiveness, and power. First, we're going to start with warming up the joints of our spine. My favorite one for this is the thoracic rotation. Because we'll be doing a lot of jumping exercises today, we want our core involved. So you're going to be in 4-point position. You're going to reach one arm through and open your chest towards the ceiling. We're going to want to do this for 12 reps to 15 reps per side. This really helps to get our joints in our spine nice and limber, getting ready to have good blood flow there for the explosive and jumping forces that are going to be applied. So always important to warm up your spine. When you're doing this exercise, make sure that you're leading with your chest. Don't just reef your arm backwards. Think like open chest to ceiling and push your chest through. That'll just force you to move at your back more and not just compensate by trying to put your arm behind your back. So it's all about leading with your chest to get your spine moving. 1 to 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps per side. Now we're going to move down to our hip joints using the hip 90-90. We're going to try and keep a 90-degree square at the groin and at the knees on both sides, and you're going to rotate side to side. If you find this too hard with having your hands up, you can put them back behind you to make it a little bit less of a stretch. If you want more challenge, then have your hands up because it puts you into a deeper stretch. The goal of this exercise is to keep this 90 position. You will scoot forward on the floor, so just set yourself back if you find yourself sliding forward. And the other goal is to have your knees touch the ground in both positions. That helps work on the lateral rotation of the hip. You want to do this 15 times per side. So that's 15 there and backs, 1 or 2 sets. Looking for lots of repetitions through here. This will be a great one to kind of just start warming up the hips for the different lateral movements that we'll be doing today. For the knee, we're going to do one of my favorite variations of a quad stretch. You're going to be in this half kneeling position, having your foot up against the wall or onto a small bench. It's going to help giving the quad a little bit of stretch. You're going to be chest up, push your hips forward. This will hit your hip flexor, and if your foot is up, this will hit your quad as well. Come back, stick your butt back into a hinge, try and straighten the front knee, chest down, then you have the hamstring. You're going to work between these two positions in a repetitious motion, and this is what's going to help work the kind of joint and get the muscles moving throughout some range here. This is a great one to loosen up. So again, it's hips back into a hinge, straighten the front knee, get that hamstring going, chest up, hips forward. I do this one for upwards to 20 to 25 repetitions per side. I usually just do 1 set of these, but I'm looking at 20 to 25 reps. Because these muscles are going to be doing a lot of work today, I want them nice and warm and going through some good range. As you get more flexible, you can be putting your legs higher on the wall to get deeper of a stretch and forward more, so you get that nice end of range mobility. I start quite tight. As I go through my reps, you'll see that my knee will loosen up and I'll be able to straighten it better as my hamstring is getting warmer. Lastly, here we're going to work on the ankle joint with a knee to wall. Stand far back in this lunge position. Try and push your front leg towards the wall. You should feel tightness in the back of the calf or in the front of the ankle, keeping your heel down. This really works the ankle joint. This is going to be working incredibly hard today, so we want to be making sure it's nice and limber. Again, I'm doing usually one set, but I'm doing anywhere from 20 to 30 reps of this per side. My body weight is into the wall because I'm not pushing the weight of my body into the leg. I'm just trying to get that end of range motion going through here. So again, heel flat, trying to see how far back I can be without hitting the wall to really work on that full range of the ankle joint. This dorsiflexion is so important to have. Now that we've warmed up the joints, we're going to do some tendon loading warm up. This is what we're going to do is the pogo exercise. We're going to be doing 3 variations of this exercise. The first variation, we're recruiting our hip, our knee, and our ankle joint. So what we're doing is we're jumping in a straight line, bending at the hip, the knee, and the ankle. We're going to be wanting to do this quickly and as fast as we can with good control. So we're bending at all 3 of those joints. We're going to be trying to do that for at least 30 seconds, so anywhere from around 30-ish reps to go on the spot, or you can kind of go up and down the length of the gym, wherever you kind of have space for. The second version of the pogo is you're just going to be bending at the knee and the ankles only. So you're stiff through the hips, and then you're just bending through the knee and the ankles. Same thing, we're going for about 30 seconds or 30 reps on the spot or up and down the length of the gym. This is going to really help load the patellar tendons, getting it ready, and our Achilles tendon. Finally, the third pogo version we're going to do is just the feet only. So we're making sure with a pogo, we're up on the balls of our feet, and we're just bending at the ankles only. We're really stiff and rigid through the hips and through the knees. Now that we're warmed up, we can really begin our explosive training. We're going to start with a single leg triple jump. If you are just kind of new to the gym and just beginning plyometrics, just start with a one-footed hop. But the progressed version is doing 3 consecutive jumps from the same leg. So we're going to be doing this for 4 or 5 sets of 3 reps. 1 repetition is 3 consecutive hops. Walk back and repeat that 3 times. For this exercise, we really want to be emphasizing our power, so how quickly we jump and how far we're jumping. We're going to land on the same foot each time for those 3 reps, and we're going to be really trying to focus on a max effort exertion during this. That's why you have a longer break and that we're doing less repetitions overall. We're going to really keep our knee, ankle, and hips in a good alignment as best as we can. This is where the knee stability comes in, and we're applying power to it now. The next exercise is a weighted lateral lunge, where we're lunging to the side and we're exploding up as quick as we can with our one side. We're trying to keep our good alignment between our ankles, knees, and hips and really explode up. Holding a kettlebell, I like, or you can hold a dumbbell in that kind of low front position, trying to have a little bit of a lighter weight because we're looking for speed. So we don't want to be too bogged down with too much weight because we want to explode up fast, but have enough resistance that we are progressively overloading. Trying to do this one for about 3 to 4 sets of about 6 repetitions per side. Our rest period between these sets is going to be about 2 to 3 minutes depending on your fatigue. Really looking at sitting back into your glutes and exploding up. Last, for the power, we're going to be doing some single leg hops onto a box. I'm going to be using a low step. Keep it low because you're looking for safety, because we're doing single leg up onto the step and then coming back down. We're really trying to focus on getting some vertical and working on that high, that vertical explosiveness as opposed to forward distance. Trying to be quick. We'll do about 6 to 8 reps per side, 3 to 4 sets with a good rest period of 2 to 3 minutes. Keep it low, work on quality, gradually build yourself up, If you want to have a safer landing, land on 2 feet. And then once you get better, you can even land on a single foot. So we finish our power exercises. Now we're going to do a compound accessory exercise. We're going to do the B stance RDL because I really want to target lengthening our hamstrings after doing all that concentric quad work. To start with the B stance RDL, we'll use my left leg as the working leg. My B stance is having a kickstand. So my back leg is on the toes, holding the weight on one side to begin, and I'm focusing on that single leg hinge. So I feel that stretch down my left hamstring. I'm really emphasizing sticking my butt back to get that lengthening of the hamstring with the load of the weight. Trying to keep my spine nice and neutral and keeping the weight close to my body. So you can see the weight is in line with my leg. I'll be doing this for about 8 to 12 reps for 3 sets per side. So you can kind of see what the stance leg is. For my stance leg, I'm trying to keep most of the weight on this side. My kickstand leg is really just taking 10 to 15%, applying that balance through there. So here you have a front view. I'm trying to be even throughout my hips, side to side, trying to keep my neck in a good position, weight close to body, focus on that hinge, sticking my butt back. There you have it. A nice, simple plyometric day with good joint warm-up, good tendon preloading, and some single leg explosive exercises with a great supplementary accessory exercise to keep the hamstrings healthy. Of course, at the end of every leg day, stretch your quads, please. It's really important for your quads to be long and strong. My favorite stretch is against the wall here. You can do plyometric training twice a week. Good accessory work for that stability is also important, so adding more of those exercises at the end of it, or having a third day where you're doing some glute med exercises. You want to be taking rest periods of 2 to 3 minutes between your explosive work, trying to focus on that speed and power, so weights are a little bit less. Thanks for watching, and in the video description, there's going to have the link to the Google Doc, so you can just copy paste the program. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment below of something that you'd be interested to see next. Tune in next time.